So I'm here in Toronto, Canada, where it is like negative 500 degrees. But I am gonna learn blacksmithing from my close friend AJ. Let's do it. Inside AJ's shop here. It's in the heart of Toronto. He's pretty fortunate to have a shop like this. And behind you can see the forge. It gets pretty hot. That's how we're gonna melt the steel. AJ is currently unwinding a piece of steel that a round stock that he was making a vine out of. I'm going to try to make a bracelet out of that. We'll see how it goes. Yesterday he taught me how to kind of make a taper, essentially a little nail, but then I curly cued this thing and I don't know, I think it looks pretty cool. Wait, this isn't even mine. His looks pretty cool. I don't know where mine is. This is the one I made out of round or square stock. So yeah, the first thing I did was kind of pull it a little bit, make a little taper, and then I curled it. Pretty satisfying for just a little curly cue. AJ's instruction was pretty on. I think he knows what he's doing. As I've mentioned before, it's good to be diverse in what you do. AJ is actually an animator by trade. We went to school together, we went to college in Windsor, Ontario. He's been working in the industry for about 10 years, but this is what he does. He builds furniture, builds houses, now he's picked up learning to blacksmith. Yeah, it just leads to being a more interesting human being. So AJ used to make video games. That was his first job out of school. He was working on video games that required some sort of knowledge of physicality, physical activity, sword fighting. Did you do the motion capture?
I did. I got in that lycra suit and no, it was a good time because you get to do everything you want to do instead of relying on someone else doing the stunts for you. If you have enough physical capability and practice and training, you can do all the stunts yourself, so you get exactly what you want and aren't relying on the work from other people.
So this is exactly. This is a very direct form of one-to-one translation. He was interested in sword fighting. Got to use it in his job. It's not always one-to-one, but you never know what's going to come in handy. And just being interested in different things, it's just going to make your abilities, your skill, your particular skill set more useful. So that is some solid advice.
You're going to design yours?
I guess it's my turn. I must design my bracelet. Ugh. I think I have a plan. I think I want, obviously it's gonna be similar. It's gonna have a little dovetail, but I want a kind of battered beaver tail. That's the beaver tail. This should be easy. I'm a professional. So yeah, I'm gonna do mostly the same thing he did because he showed me how to do it. So I'm going to do a typical bracelet with the beaver tails where I flatten those. We saw how he did that. And what I will probably do is I want a very kind of weathered look where I kind of hit the hammer all over and put little dents into the metal. And then I think what I'll do is a twist here and a twist here that go in opposite directions. So however that goes. And then yeah, the rest will just have like a beaten look to it. So pretty simple. I'm just gonna try to make the same thing AJ made, hopefully.
And you're an artist for a living, and that's what you drew?
Yes, basically. This is me blacksmithing. Getting hair on my chest. Pliers with my left hand to get the hot metal to here. It's not easy. Let alone trying to keep all my limbs from being burnt. Damn it! Every time I grab it the wrong way. That is not a perfect beaver tail. I have one beaver tail. Working on beaver tail number 2. It's going a little smoother. The forge is giving me some trouble. It's kicking out a lot of heat. So, just trying to not burn things.
What's your favorite part so far?
Hitting metal. Steel. Hitting steel. It's I could see it being a good stress relief after a long day of work. Just come out here, whack some things.
What's your least favorite part so far?
Least favorite part. Oh.
The cameraman?
Besides the cameraman, it's actually just not knowing what I'm doing. But that also makes it my favorite part. So, yeah. I've already tried a few things once, struggled, tried it a second time, got a little bit easier. That's life, So at the end of this, I'm gonna have a bracelet. Is it gonna be perfect? No. Is it gonna be something I made? Yeah. Can I take pride in it? I hope so. You know, that's what it's all about. Time to put a bend in this thing, or a twist. So I'm going to bring it over to the vise and I'm going to twist it. Grab it in the middle. Oh, come on. Oh, that's hot. One twist and center. This side, and I'm going as deep as my last twist.
Let me see.
Here, let's.
All right, yeah, you got the opposite in there.
Why is mine loose?
Mine's tight.
He clearly blacksmiths more than me, but it was fun whacking some things with a hammer. How did I do as a student?
Pretty good. I mean, you're physically capable, so that works. You listen to me, but you always know you'll learn stuff from me. So there's no, it makes sense.
Did I tell you we've known each other since grade 9?
Well, you've got a bracelet out, so I mean, that matters, and we had to fix it a few times here and there. I don't know if we got a few of those shots, but ultimately what it comes down to is how do you feel at the end of all this?
Feel good. I made a thing. Yesterday you ran me through the basics, but today I actually made a tangible thing that I get to hold, and that's pretty darn cool. Thanks for the lessons. Jeez.
Yeah, that was.